is a story about a contest between the three most beautiful goddesses of Olympus. First, let us unlock some vocabulary words. Nymph, any of the minor divinities of nature in classical mythology, represented as beautiful maidens dwelling in the mountains, forests, trees, and waters. Strife, fight, struggle, or bitter, sometimes violent conflict or dissension. Anticipate, to give advanced thought, discussion, or treatment to foresee or deal with in advance. Catastrophe, a momentous tragic event ranging from extreme misfortune to utter overthrow or ruin. Vanish, disappear, to pass quickly from sight. Discord, lack of agreement or harmony, as between person, things, or ideas. Demur, object, to take exception, protest. Dilemma, a situation or problem involving a difficult choice. Primp, to dress or groom oneself carefully. Pasture, to feed animals. Drapery, a decorative material usually hung in loose folds and arranged in graceful design. Adjudicate, to make an official decision about who is right in a dispute, or to settle judicially. Writ, a formal written document, or power or authority of the issuer of such a written order. Bribe, money or favor given or promised in order to influence the judgment or conduct of a person in a position of trust. Lustful, excited by lust, hypersexual, lewd. Hyacinthine, golden colored. Inscription, the wording on a coin, medal, seal, or currency note. Flattered, made to feel pleased by something gratifying. Overthrow, bring down, defeat, or cause the downfall of. Banquet, a sumptuous feast, a meal held in recognition of some occasion or achievement. The Judgement of Paris. The Trojan War was one of the greatest wars of former times, and many men lost their lives in it. Some say that Gaia, goddess of earth, complained to Zeus that too many humans were weighing her down and wearing her out, and that Zeus arranged the war to reduce their number. But others say that it was not Gaia that Zeus was interested in saving, but himself. Zeus fell in love with Thetis, a divine nymph of the deepest sea. Mischievous Eros made Poseidon, lord of the sea, fall in love with her also. More worried than anyone was the Titan Themis, for it was her job to maintain the order of things. She could see into the future, and what she saw disturbed her. For should either Zeus or Poseidon succeed in seducing the sea nymph, she saw the end of the universe as we know it. For Thetis' son would be mightier than his father. As soon as the Titan told Zeus what she knew, all his desire for the sea nymph vanished. For there was one thing that mattered to Zeus more than seducing beautiful goddesses: self-preservation. He would force Thetis to marry a mortal. Then her son would be mortal also, And even if he was the mightiest of mortals, he would still be inferior to the gods, and would eventually die and be imprisoned at last in the miserable halls of Hades. The man he chose for this important mission was Peleus. Zeus revealed Thetis' secret cave in Thessaly to him. He told Peleus to hold on tight to her and wished him the best of luck. When the sea nymph arrived in her sea cave, Peleus was waiting for her. He grabbed her round the waist and locked his fingers together. The blue-green goddess turned a blazing orange and became a roaring fire. Peleus thought he would be burned, but still kept his hands locked together. Then the roar of the fire became a lion's roar, and Peleus was frightened he would be savaged. Then the lion's mane became a nest of vipers, sinking their fangs into Peleus's neck and arms and ankles. When the snakes vanished, he found himself holding a tentacle cuttlefish instead, its slippery skin pulsing with ripples of changing colors. But then the cuttlefish turned into Thetis once more, and Peleus laid with her and conceived a child, Achilles. The gods celebrated the union with a great wedding banquet. Only one goddess was missed off the guest list, Eris, the goddess of discord. But she had a present for the happy couple that would lead to the death of their son, a little apple with a dangerous inscription. It read, "To the fairest." "Oh, look," said Aphrodite, "an apple addressed to me." Hera demurred. "It is not addressed to the most glamorous, but to me, for Zeus himself chose me to be his wife, and who would dare to say his choice was in any way inferior?" "Well then," said Athena, "let us ask him." Zeus refused to make any decision, knowing that if he chose one, the other two goddesses would resent him forever. He needed a way out of this dilemma. He found one that would also ensure the death of Thetis' as yet unborn child. All he needed was time. Zeus chose a mortal to judge which goddess was the fairest. Paris, son of Priam, king of Troy.
Will you all accept Paris' judgment? Though you are immortal goddesses, and he but a young man?
The three divine beauties swore to accept the young man's judgment and dashed off to Priam's palace, pushing past each other to be the first there, each one certain that she would win. "Choose me, and you will be a mighty warrior," said Athena. "No army will defeat you. No city will fail to fall to you. Not even Mycenae, and not even Thebes, not even my beloved Athens." "Choose regal Hera," said Hera, "and you will be a ruler whose wreath will run throughout Europe and all of Asia."
And what bribes do you offer me, goddess?
Asked Paris, turning to Aphrodite. "I offer you the lustful love of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world."
Lustful love?
Asked Paris. "Most lustful," replied Aphrodite. "The most beautiful woman in the world will find you quite irresistible." So, Paris handed Aphrodite the apple. The two defeated contestants were furious at the way the Trojan prince had insulted them. "No good will come of this," said Athena. "Zeus made us swear to accept the judgment. But he did not make us swear to be happy with it, said the other. Nor did he, for Zeus knew this would happen when he chose poor Paris for the assignment. He was not displeased when the goddesses pledged themselves to work together to ensure Troy's utter and total destruction.